What's going on? Smoking RC. Cal here. New GoPro, new day. Doing big things on that guy. The Kaiju. The Kaiju. We're gonna go ahead, well, I already did it, but I'm gonna redo it just so I can show you guys how to do it, is upgrade that Spur gear. That thing has been beat for over a year though. I don't think that plastic Spur gear has to be traded out right away. This thing's a beast. I know that body looks a little bit better. I just started beating on that one, but this is the one that's taking some shiza. I mean, it's crazy. It's been ripped in half, redone. Still use it. So yeah, we're gonna get on this, changing out Spur gears. Gonna set this camera up. Still learning on it. Bear with me. Got the Kaiju down here. I love saying that name. I don't know why. Tools you'll need: a 2.5 and a 2. And I think that's it. I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do, and then we will do it. So the concept is you have to get this back end out so we can get that Spur out. You get it from the bottom, but the screws on top are going to be this one, this one, this one, and this one. In the back, it's going to be the one right above the diff housing. On the bottom, you can just go ahead and start unscrewing. You're gonna take them all out. I didn't have to go all the way up, and I'll show you. So we'll start on the bottom since we're here. The Populo, highly recommended. Go on Amazon. I mean, I recommend it. Go on Amazon and pay 25 bucks, I think, and get one. It'll help your wrist out. Like I said, I hand tighten so we don't strip screws, and I also start it. Yeah, and just start taking out screws, y'all. Again, if you have a new Kaiju and you're like, oh, I want to upgrade my Spur gear, you don't have to upgrade your Spur gear. Like I said, this thing's been dogged out for freaking a year. So don't worry about it, man. Wait till something breaks, unless you're doing some heavy upgrades. I mean, I even got a pinion upgrade on this, and it's been, you know, awesome. All right, grab a bowl for your screws. Switch out to the bigger boy. Oop, wrong way. So yeah, you just keep on going. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. I'm just taking out my bottom ones. All right, guys, we got all the screws out. I think you have like 10 that you have to take out, just all along the bottom. Fat ones go on the outside. Long ones, second row in, and then the other ones are self-explanatory. They'll fit where they need to go. So remove, and there's your Spur. There she is. Next, we're gonna do 2, 4. We have to take these little plates off that hold this guy in, and then we'll flip her over, take out those other last screws, and then she should pop right out. So let's do it. All right, so now your plates are off, and this is gonna be ready to come out. Let's go to this other side. And then remember, we are doing, let's see, I wanna make sure you guys see this. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the back, the one right above the diff housing. It's just holding this back end onto your chassis. So we're gonna go ahead and get that off. Last time it was very simple, so let's do this. All right, so we got 2 4 screws out. We're gonna go ahead and leave those back ones out. I'm always trying to find easier ways for you guys, for me too. So we got those 4 out, and when you flip it over, it's gonna give you enough play in this back end to just go ahead and pop this spur right out. Like I said, I already changed my spur to the metal one. I was just doing this video for other people's sake. But I'm gonna go ahead, I changed my diff gears out and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and explain what to do on this part, and then we're gonna go ahead and put everything back together. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. When you take those 4 screws out, it'll release it from your housing. It'll lift right out, and then when you turn this piece over, so this spur will be over, there will be a gear on this. That gear lifts right up, exposing a pin. When that pin, you just slide it out, and that's gonna go ahead and release everything you need. Your cup, don't lose that. Your bushing, your bearings, and just the parts you're gonna use for your new spur gear. I had my old one around here somewhere. I don't anymore, but yeah, I mean, it was just tore up. I mean, look at this. Oops, I guess I should have cleaned that out last time, but that's old spur gear. Old spur gear and grease. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and put it back together. I went with 60 weight, I think 60K in the center diff. It's nice and locked up. I already tried this rig out with it. I mean, the spur gear does do a difference. I mean, it just feels more, it got balls now. So yeah, let's put it back together. So putting it back together, I just use this thing kind of to lift it, get that in there, let that sit down, rest in there, and then this, you turn it until it pushes up inside the teeth, and then we're gonna go ahead and put her back together. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this part just for video time's sake. It's just gonna be tightening these, flipping it around, and tightening those screws all down the bottom. But it was pretty simple, man. It's a simple change out, and once you do it, it'll go for, I mean, I'm hoping another 2 years before something else breaks, and I know it's not gonna be that spur because those things are solid. Those metal ones are solid. I will say that. I had the other one, Spur's teeth lying everywhere. I mean, it was just shavings. But again, it was a year old, and I dogged this rig out. I mean, this is probably my most beat on rig just because it was cheap, I guess. I don't know why, and because it's reliable. I mean, these Redcats are freaking awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and speed it up. Let's do it. All right, she's back together. 10, 15 screws later. Not sure really. So just remember, I wanted to point it out again. Remember the back ones, they're fatter ones, bigger size, 2.5. These ones, smaller size, but longer. These are your long ones that go into here. Important. So just make sure you got the long ones there, the fat ones there, and then the other ones are self-explanatory. Insides are small, and then this one is another fat one. So we got that back together. She's looking good. Got these 2 screws back in, these 2 screws back in, and that's it, man. Then the next thing would be testing it. I mean, I did test it before. I will test it again, and this video will not go up if it doesn't work. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody out here. I know I had problems learning on these things, but as you can see now, if I can get this thing off, I mean, we're doing big things here at Smoking RC. Stay tuned for a mini-me video, maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe we'll open the felony. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll get that guy on camera. Smoking RC.